What's up, everybody? My name is Vince. Welcome to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about this mask. It's a valve respirator with gasket. It's rated at N95. It's product number 4873401. We're going to talk about why it's unique, why it can help you on the job site, off the job site, in a time when illnesses can be present all around us, maybe even in the building materials that we use daily. Here's the deal. Why is this unique? Well, it has a valve here. Anybody that's ever used these types of masks will know, once you put it on your face, it will trap the heat in somewhat. This mask includes a gasket, number one, a comfortable gasket that will somewhat seal it to your face, but it has this valve, and the valve reduces temperatures within the mask by 10 degrees. And why is that important? Because if something is uncomfortable, especially safety gear, we'll have more of a likelihood of removing that safety gear and making us more susceptible to illness. We don't want that. Well, we're going to talk over a few of the illnesses. And I'm not saying that this is the catch-all. This is not a silver bullet. You might want to invest in an even larger style respirator that's rated higher for some of these illnesses. Let's start number one. We're going to cite some articles that I've perused on the interwebs. First one was by Darren Dockwest, and it was reviewed by Charles Ramos Jr. The danger is with pressure-treated woods. It says here, pressure-treated wood is no longer a simple issue due to the various chemicals being used. The main question is if the wood in question is treated with chromiated copper arsenate, or CCA. Due to the multitude of hazards related to those specific chemicals, it says here that CCA was banned in pressure-treated woods in March of 2009. And by 2013, all chemical plants needed to have converted to the newer chemicals for treating all lumber. They're now using alkaline copper and quaternary ammonium compounds, ACQ. These compounds are much less toxic and have showed not to leach into soils the way CCA and creosote have. So in the past, with pressure-treated lumbers, you would especially want to have gloves on. They were so toxic that touching them on a daily basis with bare hands could have those chemicals leach in through your skin into your bloodstream, from what I understand. Very, very dangerous, and that's why legislation was put into place to remove them, and now they're using this newer compound. Here's the deal, though. The largest issue with health associated with ACQ pressure-treated woods is the toxicity of wood dust. Now, you don't have to worry about touching it with bare hands as much, but here's the thing. As you're working with this on a daily basis, you're cutting through this wood, the sawdust becomes very airborne. If you're not wearing some type of respirator, maybe even this respirator, or maybe even a better respirator, you're going to be taking that very small particulate that's airborne, the wood dust, sawdust, you're going to be ingesting it. Now, am I saying that, cutting through a single, pressure-treated member is going to cause harmful damage to you? I'm not saying that. I'm really directing this towards the people that are working with this material day in and day out, or for a longer extended periods of time. But I will tell you this, and this is my thoughts on that. If a substance is harmful, okay, it doesn't matter if it's only one time. It's still harmful. Why would you want to ingest it into your body? So if you're going to be working with pressure-treated members, you should definitely have some type of respirator or mask. It even says in this article, the chemicals that are designed to withstand water and elements, the toxic chemicals, can have significant effects in large amounts. So it's cited in this report. It says wood dust not only allows for the chemicals to be inhaled, but for ingestion and long-term skin exposure. So even the skin exposure is still an issue. Repeated chronic or long-term exposure to the wood dust from pressure-treated lumber can cause significant health risks. What are those significant health risks? Cancer, asthma, allergies, from the extreme end to the small end. If you can prevent them, why not do it? Let's move on to another common building material that can cause disease. Let's talk about medium density fiberboard. What is it? Well, from my simple understanding and how I would relate it if I was talking to you on the job site is medium density fiberboard is very small pieces of wood that are then glued together in adhesive to make longer members or boards. Is the wood the issue? Not necessarily. I'm not saying that breathing wood dust is good in any type of wood dust. It's more so the adhesive, the binder that keeps all of those little fibers together. What is the big concern with that adhesive? Well, pretty much it's formaldehyde. What do we use formaldehyde for? Leave it down in the comment section below if you know. If you don't know, formaldehyde, unless things have changed in the process of embalming people after they've passed on, it helps to preserve the human body after life. It's a preservative, so to speak. Would you want to breathe it in? I would say no. If my explanation of medium density fiberboard wasn't eloquent enough, this is what this article says it is. I believe this was done by the Mount Sinai School of Medicine. It says, MDF is a type of composite wood product. It is produced from both hardwoods and softwoods, broken down into fibers and combined with wax and a resin glue. It is formed in the panels using heat and pressure. Other composite wood products include particle board and hardwood plywood. What is the concern with MDF? The biggest concern is exposure to formaldehyde gas that is emitted from the product. The glue used in MDF is usually urea formaldehyde, or UF. It is a solid chemical made from the mixture of urea and formaldehyde. Extra formaldehyde may be added to the urea to make a stronger bond. The more extra formaldehyde there is, the more formaldehyde will be trapped in the wood and later emitted as a gas. MDF made with UF may emit formaldehyde gas for months or years after it's manufactured. Over the last few years, it's become more common for manufacturers of MDF to lower the amount of added formaldehyde in the UF resin. Use alternative glues that emit less formaldehyde, such as melamine formaldehyde or phenyl formaldehyde. Use glues with no added formaldehyde, such as soy, polyvinyl acetate, and methyl disacchanotate, which still sounds pretty scary. Here's the thing. As a carpenter and a furniture builder, a lot of times you have no choice really to use MDF. But maybe you're a homeowner and you're considering having a project installed in your house, a molding project. You might be perusing the different styles of moldings or the different types of moldings. One of the very low-cost types of moldings are MDF moldings. Now, from what we read in here, you're not even really working with the material. It's just in your house. But that material will continue to off-gas into your house. I know this is kind of a segue, but maybe you as the homeowner, you maybe have kids, animals, yourself, loved ones in your house. Maybe you should consider a solid wood product that does not use MDF. In the long run, 30 years, you're going to own the house possibly, maybe you'd be safer. For the tradesperson, if you're going to be working with that material, I would suggest, I don't know that this will protect you from the off-gas per se, but that resin or glue will be airborne as you cut through it. You're going to want to not ingest it. You're definitely going to want to use protection. Let's move on to one that has really hit the news hard lately. This issue has been worldwide. I mean, for centuries, because the product that we're talking about has been in existence for centuries. And that is crystalline silica exposure. And what is it? Crystalline silica is the basic component of soil, sand, granite, and many other minerals. Quartz is most common form of crystalline silica. What are the hazards of crystalline silica? Silica exposure remains a serious threat to nearly 2 million U.S. workers, and that does not include the entire world, obviously, including more than 100,000 workers in high-risk jobs such as abrasive blasting, foundry work, stone cutting, rock drilling, quarry work, and tunneling. Crystalline silica has been classified as a human lung carcinogen. Additionally, breathing crystalline silica dust can cause silicosis, which in severe cases can be disabling and even fatal. The respirable silica dust enters the lungs and causes the formation of scar tissue, thus reducing the lungs' ability to take in oxygen. There is no cure for silicosis. Since silicosis affects lung function, it makes one more susceptible to lung infections like tuberculosis. In addition, smoking causes lung damage and adds to the damage caused by breathing silica dust. The most exposure to crystalline silica results from abrasive blasting, which is done to clean and smooth irregularities from molds, jewelry, and foundry castings, finish tombstones, etch or frost glass, or remove paint, oils, rust, and dirt from objects needing to be repainted or treated. Other exposures to silica dust occur in cement and brick manufacturing, asphalt painting manufacturing, china and ceramic manufacturing, and tool and die, steel and foundry industries. Crystalline silica is used in manufacturing household abrasives, adhesives, paints, soaps, and glass. Additionally, crystalline silica exposure occur in the maintenance, repair, and replacement of refractory brick furnace linings. So here's the deal. There is a wide gamut, wide range of trades. Let us know down in the comments section below. Do you fall in any of those categories of people that are exposed to this silica dust, crystalline silica dust? Are you working daily with MDF or pressure-treated lumber? What precautions do you take? We want to know. This is important information, and if you like getting important information on how to have a better quality of life, especially in the trades, smash the like button. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Be safe out there, everybody. We'll see you on the next one, but only if you wear your mask.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, here, and maybe over here. See you later.